Craig, midway through HAI 2017, there's been a couple of interesting announcements here and there. Kind of a mild show, all things considered, but here we have a brand new concept aircraft. Tell me what's happening with the MD-6XX program.
Well, we've come up with the MD-6XX to answer some needs out in the market from our customer base, and they range from all the way from a top-level, top-end gunship platform that offers speed, range, and endurance, all the way down to an EMS aircraft where the market's developing for single-engine EMS. This particular concept aircraft has been designed to really improve max gross takeoff weight performance from our standard 600 airframe. Standard 600 is a 4,100-pound aircraft. This aircraft will be a 5,500-pound aircraft, greatly increasing the useful load of the airplane. We'll have a faster cruise speed. We'll go up to 140 knots in cruise. We'll have a 5-hour endurance or a 500 nautical mile range, which is very significant. So if we're deploying the aircraft either in a military role or a law enforcement role or EMS, it has the legs and the range to really do an enhanced mission.
As I understand, this is quite a forward-looking project. You're even talking about eventual fly-by-wire implementations. Where is all this coming from? What is your customer base telling you they need for the future to start looking in that direction?
Well, the customer base is looking for really aircraft that have improved performance. They want an improved cost profile in the aircraft. They want improved efficiency, and they're looking for the latest technologies to deploy, in an efficient way in the airframes. When you look at what MD offers, our particular platforms and our airframes are just very, very well designed, and they've really stood the test of time. So now we're at a point where we're updating and we're really taking a tried and true platform and we're modernizing it. We're putting all new technology in it. So it's really nothing like any of the aircraft we've had before, but it retains all the great qualities that make an MD aircraft an MD aircraft.
Where do you see the primary missions coming for the new platforms, and what other missions really intrigue you at this stage of the game that you may not be getting to at this point?
In terms of the future, we're getting into a lot of utility work with our birds because they're so stable. The platform is so stable. And so we see a future in utility line maintenance. Although we do it today, it's really expanding. Some of the larger networks, such as in China and other areas where they have large grid networks, we're a perfect fit for that, a perfect sized aircraft, perfect performing aircraft for those kinds of missions. So we see utility missions developing. We're always going to have a little bit of a VIP mission. We're always going to have folks that are going to want to have a fast helicopter that they can either take on board a yacht or move into an airport quickly and go from place to place in areas like South America and Africa and other areas where people like to get around via helicopter. There'll always be that market for us. But the military, the law enforcement, and the EMS utility markets will be the cornerstone of what we do.
Are you looking at optionally piloted at all?
We're just in the beginning stages of looking at that, looking at unmanned vehicles, looking at the technology. Now there's others who have looked at the 500 series and have unmanned 500s, so the technology is there. We've had a lot of inquiries into it, and it's something that we're just beginning to look at, but right now we're trying to bring technology to our platforms and bring those to the market, and then we'll follow up at some future time with some later technologies.
Some of the most interesting potential pioneering that is occurring right now in airframes has been a combination of materials and then new power plant technologies. Anything you might be able to talk about in that regard?
I think Lynn said it in a press conference yesterday. Ms. Tilton said that we're bringing a lot of parts in-house, and we're doing that to control our costs and to control the supply chain. We're also looking at materials technologies. We're looking at composites. We're setting up a first-rate composite shop. We're looking at various materials that we can take, again, what is a tried and true platform, and look at material enhancements to it, where we can save weight, where we can improve the endurance of the machine and the airframe. We're looking to do that. So we're headed in that direction, and we have some IRAD dollars, some independent research and development dollars going towards those things today.
When might we see commercial examples of this particular program?
This particular program will be flying next year, and we hope to have it to the marketplace by 2019. And it looks like we're on a very good track to have this aircraft by 2019.
Craig Kitchen on the floor of Heli-EXPO 2017. We appreciate your time, and you got to give me a call when you're ready to get this thing in the air. I want to fly it.
We'll do it. Come on out. We'll give you a ride.
Aero-TV is brought to you by
Have you ever wanted big glass in your cockpit but didn't have the space? Now with Avidyne's IFD series, touchscreen GPS navigators, and our new IFD 100 iPad app, having big glass in your cockpit is finally within reach.
Free Flight Systems is expanding its business into the Part 25 aviation industry through new avionics shop dealers, manufacturer partnerships, and STC programs. With a focus on the next-gen airspace and remote-mounted sensor systems, Free Flight Systems will continue to be a leader in the next-gen airspace. Visit freeflightsystems.com for details.